It's career
tip
time.
And today we're talking about being terminated from your job. It's an unfortunate fact that most people will be fired at least once in their career. One day they've got the job, the next day they don't. It's an emotional time, and today we'll talk about how to react if you're terminated.
The first piece of advice I would have is have some empathy, and this will leave a lasting impression with the person who's terminating you. You may say something like, I understand this is very difficult for you, and I want to apologize for putting you in this position, and I want you to know that I'm going to do everything I can to make my transition out of this business as positive as possible. And that will really leave a mark with the person because they won't be expecting that, and it's going to allow you to walk out of the business with some elegance and some class, keeping your chin up, holding your head high. The next piece of advice I would say is don't be tricked into signing anything on the spot. Understand what the difference between resigning and being terminated is. Often, it's to your advantage to actually be terminated. In some instances, it's actually a massive disadvantage for you and you would prefer to resign. So understand what the implications are and pick the option that's right for you.
So when you're terminated, it's important to understand and pursue your legal rights. Under the labour laws of all countries, we expect that there are some rights that accrue for terminated employees. So visiting a labour lawyer before you sign anything and making sure that you've agreed what are your entitlements is a really important first step. But then it's important to start turning the page. So rather than looking back at what went wrong and whose fault it was, start to turn the page and think about how to create future possibilities for yourself. I've seen too many employees walk out of a job and get onto social media on LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook and say bad things about their previous employer or bad things about the people at the previous employer. And frankly, I can understand why someone would do that during an emotional time, but that digital footprint lives forever, and that may prevent you from getting your next role.
The other thing is, while the steak is hot, ask for the reference letter both from your boss and your colleagues, and make sure those are signed and stamped. It's much easier for you to get them while you're negotiating your exit than it might be a couple months later when you realize you need them. This is Shane
and Pete,
wishing all your dreams come true.
Are you liking what you see? If yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.